Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Daria Reactions. I am Fred. If you are new to the channel, glad that you found us. If you are a returning viewer, glad you're back. For those who are new here, last year in 2024, I began the series of going through every episode of MTV Daria. Sometimes we did 2 episodes a week, but mostly we've been doing episodes one by one by one. Uh, so a nice little thing here on Wednesday mornings for you, and we do a bit of a long form discussion. I actually go through the episode from start to finish. So this way you can sync these video up with your own copies of Daria, which are available on Paramount Plus, and two other streaming services as well, where you can get the episodes individually. I think you can purchase the episodes one by one on YouTube and also on Amazon as well. For me, I'm using the out of print complete series DVD box set. It's not the original case for the series because the original case was garbage. And so I got a new case. It doesn't quite conform, but count for the sleeve, but still all the discs are there. And we are in the middle of season 5. Episode we'll be watching today. Well, I'll be watching today and doing my commentary, instant reactions to, is titled Art Bun. Don't know anything about this episode. It's one of those episodes where I'm going to have to be pleasantly surprised by. Um, because I remember seeing the episode. I remember seeing every episode of Daria season 5 because that was mainly my senior year of high school when they aired. So it was senior year and into graduation and that summer break before I went down to Fort Belvoir in Virginia. so so yeah, so those were my memories are. But that was a very unique time of my life. And so trying to remember a lot of stuff from that time period, nah, it's not always easy. Certain things take more priority than other things. Anyway, we're going to get right into it. As always, you don't hear the audio from the episode itself, nor do you see it because we got to do all the precautionary measures to make Paramount happy. But I do a running commentary, so you get my instant reaction, anything I noticed, things that I shot, the things of that sort. Also, full disclaimer: I am recording this at 12:30 at night, so I'm even more discombobulated than usual. Anyway, we're let's get to it, shall we? Let's shall. Another instance where they don't use the full intro. Hey, Mystic Spiral in the gazebo. That's neat. They're doing an album cover, aren't they? Fog machine? The big fog machine. More like a smoke machine with the way the band is coughing. And the gazebo, or at least the fog machine, is now dead. Now the gazebo is dead. Yes. When you face the Reaper, you got to keep going. Wait, that only applies to Persona games. Oh, that's the Lane's gazebo. Who's this? Oh, Win, their brother. Wait, Win appeared in the episode Les Miserables. I had to think about it. I was like, who the hell is this guy? The gazebo is where everyone was named. Well, when if you're also upset about the gazebo, you rebuild it. Amy Gazebo. Oh yeah, because the lanes rename named all their children there. Case in point that Trent ask Trent how much money he has. He says nothing because he has no money. That's quite clever. Wait, if Jane will leave all the planning of the gazebo repairs to Trent, I don't think it's going to get fixed. Oh, character! I've never had a character of myself done. Oh my goodness, they're going to have a character artist draw them. Oh wow, this is not gonna go well. Oh, Mr. O'Neill and Mrs. Branch out on a date. Squeaking wet, that's adorable. Wow, she's a bit uptight. Crying clowns. I'm in the process of redoing my living room. I can guarantee there will be no clowns up there other than myself. Jane is selling her artwork at an art fair. That's actually quite unique. No, it's not upside down. It's right side up. The topsy turvy Van Gogh is perfect. Van Gogh is not upside down. That's how she painted it. Hey, we give credit. Trent is at least going through the phone book. Damn, when's the last time we actually seen a phone book? Yes, yes. It's a caricature. It's supposed to be it's supposed to be exaggerated. When does the picture get seen? Though I think that character gets seen. I think what is it? Stacy ends up liking it. It's not upside down. Uh, oh wow. Oh, okay. Now, okay. Jane is gonna get into like artist duplication. The Madarame. She's gonna become a Madarame. Yes, that's a Persona 5 reference because I've recently finished that game over on my Twitch channel. Matter of fact, every one of those streams should be available here on YouTube. It's not your artwork, Jane. It's she. Who wouldn't shovel money down their own throat if they could? They're they're contractors. There's like uh, they are not going to get anything built. $500 for a gazebo. Well, I can believe that. It costs like 700, like well, anywhere from 450 to $700 is to cut down two trees. They're on their break. The only one who's possibly was slandered was Sandy. They're gonna drag Helen into, yeah, it makes sense because she is a lawyer. AC is against it. She actually was reluctant there. Gary's Gallery. All right. 350, and he's taking 60%. So it's going for 650, 350 plus 350. That's 700 plus. So it's being sold for like 800 or so, right? 800, 900 bucks, and getting 350. It's kind of like even this is like trying to do math on the top of my head is kind of nuts. You're gonna get 60% now. Games are gonna be selling out there. Okay, so Jane facing the moral conundrum. Your face is one big freckle. If I drew it, it would be like a dot. Jake is off in snooze land. They are working. They're working on their beer arms. Measurement calculations. They got to. Trent knows about lying around. I can't argue with that. Trent has to be the man. Yeah, Trent is like has become the man. Oh, and the gazebo got paid off. Okay. Wow, the art teacher is actually coming down on Jane. That's actually shocking. Sandy's actually calling Helen directly, which is a bit insane. Oh, Sandy, that's like the worst thing you do is like call Helen and insult Quinn. Sandy has the brains of a trout. Oh, Copying burnout is a rough thing, man. It's like doing anything for a commission is tough, especially if you get are giving an assignment that is very lackluster. You know, that's actually profound. Balance the artist, rather balance my artistic statement against over my bank statement. That's almost profound. Well, Trent talking about resale value. That's insane. Oh, Jane, you can sell those copies your damn self. You know, I would like to see Daria pull like a Tom Cruise going through this through a vent type situation, or hanging down from the ceiling. You can buy like duplicates of any piece of artwork anywhere. Like they sell like art prints and stuff. I'm kind of curious is like what paintings and stuff are there. Although obviously, I know there's a painting of like a soup can. I mean, there's a whole thing of like having a painting in the house. It adds a little bit of color and a little bit of extra flair. So, Steve Taylor, that's Brittany Taylor's father. That's Brittany's father, I believe. Yeah, this is Brittany's house. Yeah, we could always use more Brittany on screen. Brittany worried about them wanting to hang out with her. That's kind of weird. Well, yeah, the difference, they're it's like it's not like they hang out in the same social circles. Really? Wow, they're not. They aren't friends, Daddy. It's this Daria and Jane. Like on the flip side of that, that Brittany is she is kind. They do run kind of in the same social circles, but at the same time, not. They're in the same class. Wow, Jane is completely disheartened when her work was actually being called lazy. That it's like it's good for what he paid for. Jane has her ego here. She has her artistic integrity. Yeah, Jane is worried is like realize the financial thing is like okay, the financial thing about doing commission work is like you kind of have to put your own creative desires on hold. So that's like the big lesson here. And the gazebo is half built. Trent tried. He tried. Trent got a lot to look. We'll give Trent credit. He got most of the gazebo built. Oh wow. Yeah, Jane took charge. Oh, Tiffany's approaching Helen about pressing a lawsuit against the characterists. Is Helen gonna? Helen is gonna slam the door in the face. What show about guys that break fingers was airing on TV in 2001? Nothing comes to mind off of my memory. Trent is sore. Hey, the, the lane showed up. Tear it down. It just got rebuilt. Oh, oh no! Trent has helped finish rebuilding the damn thing. Yes. Yeah, you should burn it, Sandy. Oh, she didn't like. Okay, Stacy took it, and that's why she liked it because she got looked at as the sweet one of the group, which is amazing. Because yeah, no, Stacy is kind of the sweet. She's kind of a weird case with her. Regardless, overall, a pretty fine episode that clocked in at about 20. Again, another short-ish episode too, like 20 minutes 30 seconds. But it was a good episode. Shockingly, in season 5, the Fashion Club is getting a lot of screen time. Like they've been in featured in quite a few episodes in season 5, which is like Fat Like Me. They were kind of in Fat Like Me was definitely that's probably what I'm thinking of because they were so prominent in that. But since that was basically a Sandy focused story. But yeah. Anyway, good episode. Got Helen had to interact with all the members of with three of the four of the members of the fashion club. This granted with Sandy and Tiffany being like the outliers there. Um, and the whole thing with Trent and having to become the man and be and get the gazebo built. Like that definitely a different character. Trent taking on getting out of his normal character role. It was quite interesting, and Jane having the moral conundrum in terms of the commission work of the artwork, in terms of like the paintings and stuff like that, painting the dupe, this painting copies of it. And granted, these days most people would just do like, oh, just do like a printout or something of a particular piece of artwork that they would want to frame and put on their walls. But there is something about having something painted and having it on display. There is something to it. But as I was saying throughout, the issue with commission work, I've done commission work where where let's say you are given your initial assignment that you get from someone. They give you all the details that you want. It's like, okay, bang it out, and you put any all the ounce of creativity you want into it. It's like, okay, treat it as a one shot, and then they come back with you to you again, and they want basically the exact same thing, the exact same damn project done again with this only this a slight variant. Well, the follow up is not going to be as good. Even though the money technically is the same, is like you're not going to have the same feeling, let alone the same motivation to want to do it again, especially within a short amount of time. There and and some people can get by that, but me, I'm kind of like have James mentality. It's like, okay, we did this once, and it's like we move on to the next thing. So it's like I prefer to do like original work of it, take on original commissioned ideas and do something with it. Like once that like bang it out and then move on to something else. It could be something in the same genre, but you want to do it like you don't want to do the same thing over and over and over again. It's like there's no creativity there. There is that balance there that has to be maintained. And so that's where basically Jane's conundrum is there. And it actually makes this episode stand out a lot more the more and more I relate it to things that I've done in my life. It may not make sense to any of y'all, but um if if you actually I'll give y'all a great example of this because you see all this all the time over on Blue Sky as well. Especially if you're a streamer, y'all know y'all gonna know what I'm talking about. Where you get DM'd randomly of people wanting you to commission stuff for them, and then you look at their portfolio and it's the same crap over and over again. That all they do is just do the same. They just basically recycle the same thing over and over again with no creativity, no nuance, no anything. It's something I realized with some emotes I had for my Twitch channel done last year, where we adapted Kylie Griffin to being like the unofficial mascot of my channel on the emote side, and then I realized, well, after the fact, that the person basically just uh took the design that I wanted for the emotes and just applied it to a generic template. So it's kind of like without any real effort on that. So it's so that's kind of what I mean. There is like like if you take on it, and that's me as someone who had commissioned work done. It's like realizing after the fact that the person I went to did not actually try. Did not for the most part. Anyway, we're gonna wrap this video up here. Next week, and which we'll be recording in a few minutes after this one, actually. One J at a time is the next episode on deck. And or I think there were 2 episodes on the final disc plus the other movie. So will probably be wrapping up Daria reactions mid-May. I'm thinking at this rate. I'm not 100% sure, but we shall. I'll figure. Do the math and stuff, and we'll do that in the next video. Anyway, tighten your friendship bracelet. Stay safe. Like, comment, subscribe if you're so inclined. We'll see you next time.